Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by telling you something that can change your life forever. Your mind is the most powerful weapon you will ever carry. It's not the latest gadget in your pocket, not the car you drive, and certainly not the size of your bank account. The most powerful thing you own is your mind. If you can learn to rewire it, reshape it, and renew it, you'll unlock a level of success, resilience, and greatness that most people only dream of. Too many people wait for luck, for the perfect opportunity, or for some miracle to happen. But what if I told you that the miracle is already inside you? What if the key to changing everything is right between your ears? It's called your brain. Today, we're going to talk about 12 powerful ways to rewire your brain for success, to stop just dreaming and start doing. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? Grab your phone? Scroll through social media? Let the chaos of the world dictate your mood? Let's change that. Pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? Simple, right? But don't underestimate the power of this practice. Gratitude rewires your brain. Science has proven that when you focus on gratitude, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals that lift your spirits and boost your mood. But it's not just science. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It moves you from a place of lack to a place of abundance. And that change in mindset brings opportunities into your life, not because the world suddenly becomes a better place, but because you begin to see it differently. I spoke to a soldier once, a man who had walked through hell, and back he'd seen things that would break most people, and yet, when he looked me in the eye, he said, "Every day above ground is a blessing." That wasn't just a cliche for him. It was a truth he lived by. He had seen friends fall. He had stared death in the face. And yet he still woke up grateful. Think about that. If a man who has seen the worst of life can wake up and choose gratitude, then what's our excuse? Most people don't realize this, but your thoughts shape your reality every single day. You have the power to decide how you respond to the world around you. You can choose to see the challenges, the struggles, the obstacles, or you can choose to see the possibilities, the opportunities, the solutions. What you feed your mind matters just as much as what you feed your body. If you're feeding your mind with negativity, gossip, drama, comparison, and fear, it's no surprise that you feel stuck, drained, or hopeless. Your mind is not a trash can. It's the control center of your life. And what you feed, it determines what you produce. Imagine if you started feeding your mind something that builds you up. What if you spent just 10 minutes a day reading a book that challenges your thinking, or listening to a podcast that sparks your creativity? What if you surrounded yourself with people who talk about solutions instead of problems? The moment you change what you consume, you'll begin to expand your mind. New ideas will start to form. New opportunities will arise. It's not magic. It's a natural result of feeding your brain the right fuel. Step 3. The power of visualization. Think about this. Before top athletes step onto the field, before they make that game-winning play, they've already played the game in their minds. They've already seen themselves scoring, crossing the finish line, holding the trophy. They don't just hope it happens. They believe it will. Here's the truth. The brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. When you visualize with intensity, your brain starts to believe it's already happened. And once your brain believes, your body follows. That's the power of visualization. Too often, we see ourselves failing before we even start. We rehearse fear, we rehearse doubt. And guess what? That's exactly where we end up. But what if you rehearsed greatness instead? What if you saw yourself succeeding, rising above, overcoming every obstacle? Your brain will start to believe that success is inevitable, and your actions will follow. Now let's talk about something that's non-negotiable. Discipline. Greatness isn't achieved by accident. It's the result of hard work, consistency, and daily habits. When you commit to showing up, even when you don't feel like it, you're rewiring your brain for success. If you want to grow, you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Growth doesn't live in comfort zones. It lives in those moments when you're pushed, stretched, and challenged. Every time you face discomfort, you're building resilience. You're forming new neural pathways. Your brain is learning to keep going, even when it's hard. Think about the gym. You don't build muscle by lifting weights that are too easy. You build muscle by lifting weights that challenge you. The same is true for your brain. If you're not challenging yourself, you're not growing. If it doesn't stretch you, it won't strengthen you. Step 5. Embrace discomfort. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Every time you face discomfort, whether it's speaking in public, learning a new skill, or having a difficult conversation, You're rewiring your brain, you're proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. I remember a young man who hated public speaking. He avoided it at all costs, but he wanted to be a leader. And leaders have to speak, I told him. Step into it, don't run from the fear, run toward it. He stumbled the first few times, but he survived each time. He got better, and one day, he stepped on stage and delivered with power. That's what discomfort does. It reshapes you into someone stronger than before, so don't run from discomfort, step into it, and let it teach you. One of the most powerful rewiring tools you have is faith. Faith is the belief that something great is already on its way. Even if you can't see it, yet every breakthrough, every great invention, every life-changing idea started with someone who believed before they saw. When you believe in yourself, your brain begins to create pathways toward making that belief a reality. It sharpens your focus, it builds discipline, it strengthens your resilience. Faith isn't just wishful thinking. It's the foundation for action. Self-doubt is one of the biggest obstacles that hold us back, but the truth is, self-doubt is just a story you tell yourself. It's not who you are, and you can rewrite that story at any time. When you start speaking life into your situation, you begin to change the narrative. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I am capable. Instead of saying, I'm stuck, say, I'm learning. The more you speak life, the more you believe it, and the more you believe it, the more your actions will follow. Gratitude isn't just a nice thing to practice, it's the secret to rewiring your brain for happiness and success. When you start your day with gratitude, your brain releases the chemicals that make you feel good, and gratitude isn't just about acknowledging what's good in your life. It's about shifting your perspective from lack to abundance. If you're facing difficulties, gratitude will help you see them as opportunities for growth. And that shift in perspective is everything. It's what turns problems into challenges and obstacles into stepping stones. As we move forward in life, it's essential to visualize where we want to be and have faith that we'll get there. When you see success in your mind before it happens, your body will follow. You won't just wish for success. You'll expect it, and that confidence will drive you forward, no matter what obstacles come your way. Your brain isn't fixed, it's malleable, flexible, and ready to be shaped by your thoughts, habits, and beliefs every day. You have the opportunity to choose who you're becoming. Will you let the world program you, or will you rewire yourself for greatness? It's time to take control. It's time to rewire your brain. The path to greatness starts with the thoughts you choose. Today, make a decision to feed your mind with positivity, with purpose, and with faith. Surround yourself with the right people. Embrace discomfort, and let gratitude be your guide, because when you begin to rewire your mind, your life will follow. Remember, the miracle is already inside. You just have to unlock it. Are you ready to take the first step?